Hey guys, this is Josh here with Trillium Wild Edibles, and today I want to show you this awesome homemade fire starter that you guys can make yourself at home with pine sap and beeswax. This is really easy to make, and you can make it in just a few minutes at home. So let's try this out and see how this works. Alright, now the first thing that we want to do whenever we're making our fire starter is just put about a teaspoon of pine sap into a heated pan. And then go ahead and drop yourself about a teaspoon of beeswax into that same pan. You want to make sure that you kind of centralize them in one spot, because whenever they melt, it'll be a lot easier to mix them together. So we just want to let these melt and then we'll mix them together. Alright, you can see how this is melting up. It's melting up rather nicely here. We're just going to kind of mix it around. Here you can see that wax starting to mix into that pine sap. You can also see the pine sap sticking to the spoon, which is going to do. Alright, the next thing that we want to do is just go ahead and mix in about a teaspoon of charcoal powder and about a quarter teaspoon of sawdust. And you can use any sawdust that you want for this. Hardwood sawdust will burn differently than lightwood sawdust or softwood sawdust, and I'm actually using softwood sawdust. This is actually from tulip poplar and pine. So you can use really whichever you have on hand for this. It doesn't really matter. And again, just make sure to stir it up really well here. Try to ensure the best mixture that you possibly can. And then at this point, you are ready to go. All you need to do is just simply let it cool off. And then go ahead and get yourself a piece of wax paper, and then just dump your mixture right onto that piece of wax paper. You're probably going to see some separation, and that's a-okay. We can fix that in just a second. You obviously want to make sure that you're not going to burn yourself with the heat through the wax paper, because that would really suck. Now we can scoop it up, tap it into shape with the back of our spoon, and then there we are. After we've tapped it into shape with our spoon, you can see this nice patty-like shape that we have. And once this is cooled off, we're going to be able to remove this very easily from this wax paper. There we go. Excuse that. The wind was really causing me some hassles with that one. as you guys may be able to see, I haven't used any tinder at all for this. I've just thrown some very small sticks and just some kindling on here, and that's all I've done. Okay, so now I'm going to remove the sticks, and we're just going to continue to let this chunk burn. Now at this point I've been recording for almost 11 minutes and this thing has been burning most of that time. So this burns for an incredibly long time and there's still plenty left to burn. So you've got more than 10 minutes worth of burning just in that little chunk. Bring you guys in really close so you can see just what's happening here. I have tried to smother this with wood and you can see that it's still burning. It's burning very well underneath and it's going to continue to burn for a long time. And here you can see the goop that's left. This is very hot. Now we can just let this solidify and then we can gather what's left, and there's still going to be some usable parts of this left. So that right there is a very easy fire starter that you guys can make at home. And I thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you learned something. If you want to learn more about edible or medicinal plants, make sure to subscribe.